Okay, namaste and good morning. At first, I would like to thank you, Asia Pacific farmers. At first, I would like to thank you, AFA, for providing us an opportunity to be a partner with you. So I'm going to present a brief on RI's specific farmers program, which we have implemented in close collaboration with AFA, that is assuring resiliency of family farmers amidst COVID-19, that is RI's farmers. This is the RI's country project profile that has started on February 2021 to March 2022. Total amount received USD 200,000 and total number of FO received for type of project, that is 19. So basically this RI's fund and our project was designed to support for the production farmers. So this we did in both production, that is 200,000 in number of FOs supported 19. Among them, 14 were the SFACL, that is NACCFL member, and remaining were the CTCF member. And this is the list of the RI's project reads. That is, I have already mentioned that 14 of these from NACCFL member and remaining 5 from CTCF. We have just listed out the name of the efforts and their as to what they are doing. That is almost all their this fund went for production activities, and these all funds are used for production activities. And let me go on RI's output. That's type of support production. I have been repeating this, and commodity supported vegetables, as this is we have supported this during the winter season. So most of the farmers, they planted the cabbage, leafy vegetables, cauliflower, and this. And another is beekeeping, that is 100 kg of honey produce marketed by outlet of the central level outlet. That we do have a outlet of we call KKP, that is Kisan Popo. Typically it is the farmers basket. And tea garden management. This tea garden management is under the CTCF, that most of the portion of the fund was spent to labor cost incurred during the tea garden management in their respective area. And last one is the livestock farming, and they use this fund for the livestock seed management and medicine for the livestock. And let me go through the RI's impact as COVID-19 response. Major problem and challenge faced by farmers during COVID-19, that we all know that during the COVID pandemic, almost all farmers from the flow, they didn't stop their activities. Though they face adverse effect like farmers from other countries, especially in rural area, that hampered both livelihood and business, as we know. And this is we are realizing from other countries' experience also. Since the COVID-19, farmers community have been facing the problem in rural value chains, and farmers, particularly, they were not able to do marketing of their agro product. Farmers who produce the vegetables were not able to get market and adequate basic agriculture input supply. They immediate after COVID also, they didn't get any type of seed, other input for upcoming agriculture calendars. So adverse effect in the income level of farmers is to take the higher interest loan from respective cooperatives or other financial institutions. And now, what happened after introducing the RIs to the farmers? This allows easy access to the low-cost financing among the benefited farmers amidst the among them, and it's spread even the most endangered and marginalized community. If we have already mentioned that under the NACCFL network, we have the endangered, marginalized, disadvantaged, and landless people. They are the member, and we have done scoping to identify this type of group, and we use RS fund in particularly in that group. Increase in the income level through the access to finance and access to skill from 10% to 25% from this fund. And farmers are linked up with the local market. Before RIs, they used to do subsistence farming. Once they get this loan and they produce a bit more, and they started to penetrate in the local market. So the support of the RIs had been injected to the small farmers, and then they are spending these activities a bit wider context. RI's impact on women, that is within our community, within our network, we have more than 80% beneficiaries of women members, and increase the income level through access to finance and access to skill. That you can see the beneficiaries in chart also, that is 19% men and 81% female. Active participation on the selection of management or fund beneficiaries, as most of the selected beneficiaries FSO are the women-led organization. That I can give the example of the Kothar, that is the women-led SFSL, and all the board members are also men, and they are in decision making, and this fund is well managed and well dispersed to the women member, and repayment also very good. Major concern of the women addressed by the RIS fund, that is the access to low financing. It's in very low interest, that is 3%. Access to skill for capacity development of women farmers through their respective cooperatives, and marketing of agro products produced by themselves. This is the RIS impact, and now they are able to do their marketing nearby their cooperatives or nearby their community. RI's impact on youth, that is more than 50% beneficiaries are youth in farmers member. And if you look the definition of the youth of Nepal, this is below the 40 years. So if you go to one house, that the young boys also called youth, and his son and father both belongs to youth groups. So if we consider that more than 50% beneficiaries are young farmers members, and increase in their income level through access to finance and access to skill. Major concern of youth addressed by RIS fund, that access to low cost financing without any collateral. This is the very good opportunity for them to have access of soft loan and access to skill for capacity development of young farmers through their respective cooperatives, and marketing of agro product produced by themselves. This is also we can say that this is the very good model that was implemented during the RI's implementation, that from central level to cooperative and cooperative to member. Act as a motivational factor, as the fund is startup fund, which has helped them to expanding their business. I have already mentioned that we have injected a bit, but they are coordinating with the local government for the market to sell their product. So this is very good opportunity for them. RI's impact on household, enhancing the livelihood and the life standard of the farmers beneficiary. They are not doing subsistence farming, they are doing business. So farmers get the low cost agricultural finance with fulfill the need of the household. enable smallholder farmers to implement adaptation practice and diversify income, which had increased the household income and the food security both, easy access to markets through their respective cooperatives. Arise impact on the farmers' organizations. So this is particularly for us, for district level federation, for province level federation, and other farmers' organization also. I have already mentioned also the methodology which we applied in the dispersion of the fund based on the partnership or coordination between federation, that is us, NACCFL, and with primary cooperatives itself. That is the this model is also innovation model, and we are realizing that our strength, that NACCFL strength for the capacity of the as a NIA, that National Implementation Agency for the dissemination of this fund, it works very well, and we are receiving the demand from other SFCL also, or nearby SFCL, and as we are receiving the demand for the replication of this program to nearby existing one also. So we can say that we have enough capacity, we have enough strength, we have enough structural mechanism which we can easily disseminate the fund to grassroots level. The project had been playing a supporting role to increase the number of members in some cooperative, as the project had dispersed the positive message to other non-member in the community. And now they say that, okay, if we join this farmers organization, we can get easy soft loan, we'll have easy access for the soft loan, then their member also increasing. And let me go on the challenge encountered during the implementation and what we have taken. That is the major challenge was the lengthy procedure of the government on receiving the loan fund from the foreign country, which resulted the delay in disbursement. This is not our this is also opportunity for us, that we learn how to do lobby advocacy with the government organization to bring that money, and we feel again strong for this. And farmers were a bit reluctant to take the fund due to fear of the inability of the repay back the fund, along with the service charge, administered restriction, and the lockdown due to COVID pandemic. Even us, that we didn't know what will happen immediate after COVID, or what okay, but the first wave gone, maybe second wave will come, and again we suffer from second wave, and maybe third wave will come, something like this. And like us, farmers also bit reluctant to receive this, and the restriction also lending the process to applying the ARISE fund from the primary cooperatives to farmers organization. So this is a challenge. This is all about the government procedure and the COVID. And despite this fact that we did orientation to benefited cooperatives, and we organized Zoom meeting, and National Implementing Authority provides the orientation to regarding the description of the ARISE fund. This is the different than other. Why don't you take this? And this is they are just supporting for vegetable production and something like this, and they agreed. Support from the partner. There was the establishment of partnership between the coordination and the primary cooperative, include that is with the cooperatives and with other organization and relevant organization, and again trying up the beneficiaries with other going activities of NACCFL had also been carried out. In case SFCL Garowa Dang, there was the establishment of the vegetable collection center with support from NACCFL, where ARISE beneficiary could also involve in the marketing of their agro product. ARISE farmers also get the opportunity to participate in the different kind of capacity development training, such as short-term technical course, marketing, compost, manual preparation of business plan, grading, labeling, packaging, and related to value chain, with collaborating with other organizations also. And this is the lesson learned that I have already mentioned also. The methodology applied in the disbursements of the RISE fund based on the partnership model. And it's easy access to finance, easy access to skill and repayment, and we can develop this type of model for the wider to wider okay, it's like that now we have limited to 19 FOs, so we from this methodology we can go to bigger size also. The fund has created easy access to financial resources, even to the most endangered and marginalized community of Nepal, which enhanced to their livelihood. And by doing this scoping, we realized that this fund is very good for the endangered and marginalized community who are doing the subsistence farming, and now their farming practice turned to business. So it's also help to enhance their livelihood. The strength of capacity of NIA for the disbursement of the fund has been realized, I have already mentioned. The project had been playing the supporting role in increasing the number of members in some of the cooperatives, non-member of the NACCFL that started to become a member of these cooperatives so this fund, RISE fund, is also attracting the people from nearby cooperatives. This project had been the motivational factor I have already mentioned, and the collaboration and participatory approach that we did, collaboration with AFO, primary cooperatives, and they are very active. And this, at last, what project, this is the summary from this project that take away point: an increment in the loan amount per cooperative and per individual, extension of the loan period, and activities should be made broad. For example, poultry, fishery, tea, coffee, cardamom, fruits processing industry, that is small and medium value chain development, production, processing, marketing. So once we started this, that from NACCFL level, we are receiving the demand. Why don't we go in the processing? Why don't we go in the marketing? Why don't we expand this to other cooperatives? For future, in near future, we can collaborate with AFA, or AFA and NACCFL will jointly develop a proposal for the whole value chain to support for their value chain system. Thank you and namaste. This much for now.